Don't marry a single mother because most of them are looking for support and help, not a husband. Can you imagine? My name is Lady Liz. This is the Virtuous Point. So I stumbled on this write-up from this woman, so-called Madame Ivan Jane Emmanuel. This woman has been bashing women on the internet several times, supporting men, which is not bad, it's his choice, but bashing women to whatever she wants to gain from men is the norm for it. So, as a mother, because looking at this woman is an elderly woman who has daughters and have relatives. So, to generalize it and say that men should not marry single mothers because most of them are looking for support and help, not a husband. This is totally misconstrued, you know. What most of these people forget is that even there are a lot of people who are married but are single mothers. There are women who wear rings and move up and down day and night, call themselves Mrs. But in their marriage, they are everything themselves. So what do you call them? They do everything themselves. They provide for themselves, provide for their children, and even provide for their husband. And they just want people to see them as married women, but what they go through on daily basis, there is no difference between their life and such of a single mother. So if some of you people, the height of it, a mother, someone grown that is supposed to be a mother to advise people in the society, will just rise up and generalize everything and say that single mothers do not deserve to be married because most of them look for support and help and not a husband. It means nothing. You say nothing because first of all, if you should marry and you cannot get support and help, why are you getting married? Why are you married? So you expect a single mother who is a product of someone who once was in a relationship with somebody she trusted and believed as a man who supposed to be the protector of in that relationship, the provider in the relationship, as a woman is in a relationship as a wife to support, rather to help the man, and some of these men would rather leave all the responsibilities on the women. The height of it is even their own care come to the responsibility of such a woman. I mean, most of the women you people castigate today as single mothers and try to castigate in the society by some of these comments is that you people forget that these people became products of a single mother due to the fact that they had encounter with irresponsible ex-husband or ex-partner, you see. So you expect this woman, this lady who has had that bad experience in the past to be with a man who was irresponsible and had no choice than to quit with that marriage or relationship to be on herself rather than dwelling with a man who is incapable of providing and protecting her, taking his responsibility in marriage. For one reason or the other, none of these people that you castigate today in the society are single mothers, became single mother from their own choice. You know, most of these people are people who genuinely fall in love with the wrong people, who are either irresponsible or who are either maltreating them in one way or the other. So if you come out today to condemn reason that because the single mothers do not want a husband, but they want a helper or somebody who will support them. I don't think there is anything wrong with a single woman who is a single mother who is expecting the new partner to be responsible enough to provide and be her support system. But I think you should rather look at it in this way, that men should rather check the values of relationship and marriage when they want to enter marriage with single mothers. So this issue of unsuccessful marriage, it has to do with our beliefs and values. Our beliefs and values. It's not just because they are single mother, but what men should check is the belief system and the values, to check the compatibility of your values when it comes to relationship and marriage. Who provide in the relationship, the responsibility of the man in the relationship, the responsibility of the man. And this is what you should look up to. You see? So if a woman had encounter with a man who wasn't responsible enough and ended up being a single mother, don't expect her to go ahead again and be in a relationship with a man who is incapable of providing for her. But it doesn't mean that this woman has a man to depend on. But the truth of the matter, you don't expect this woman to still go ahead and be with any man who will not be able to provide for her as her husband or her partner. So even if this woman has anything, because anything can happen subsequently in the future. So if this woman has enough, she has the right to also check whether the new partner that she as a single mother is coming in contact with is capable of taking the responsibility that a man has to take in marriage. You see. And secondly, if you are a man and you want to be with a single mother, you should check if this single mother is productive or not. You should check rather whether this single mother is having the ability to build capacity, especially financial capacity. If you meet a single mother that you can invest in and help her to build capacity genuinely, why not? But that does not mean that all single mothers are just out there expecting men to support them, to provide for them, or to depend on men. There are genuine women who become single mother because they were just a victim. We had a lot of situations where men also entered marriage with such single mothers that you are seeing today, with the mind of getting a green pasture in marriage, and that caused them to become single mothers. So you cannot bash single mothers saying that because they want a relationship just for support and help and not for marriage. If a single mother is productive, do you think she's expecting a man who is unproductive? A single mother is out there, has a vision, has a purpose for life. Are you expecting her to be with a man who doesn't have a purpose for life? No. So she has the right to check out how purposeful a man is, how responsible you are, how productive you are, how ready you are to protect her. Because as a husband or a partner, a man, you are supposed to provide protection in a relationship and marriage. So this does not mean that most single mothers or all single mothers out there are just looking for a man for support and help. No, most also go out there and sometimes they just want to check whether the man is the right partner, that partner who is responsible enough, so that they will not make the same mistake again. You see, so please, let us stop castigating single mothers. No one has ever decided to be a single mother out of his own will. Most are just victims of men who were not ready to build marriage and relationship genuinely with them. They fall trap, and they were people who encountered men who were irresponsible, and they are trying to come out of that situation. So you cannot come and worsen their situation and expect them to allow you for that.